Good morning, cubies and newbies. I am Sunshine. It's Tuesday morning. How are you guys doing today? Everyone happy? I'm Sunshine. I'm the creator of the ABCube method for solving Rubik's cubes. That's Formula A is 4 moves, Formula B is 8 moves, and with just those 2 moves over and over again as needed, you can solve any size Rubik's cube. And so I demonstrate this by solving all of size Rubik's cubes a step at a time. On yesterday, it was Monday, I did the corners. I did the 8 corners correct to each other. So that solves the 2 by 2. And these other, it gives you a, excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. Or not. Okay, so on a 2 by 2, that solves the cube. On every other cube, it gives you a good starting place. The corners are correct to one another, and so that dictates what color this side is going to be on however big your cube is. And so once you've done the corners, then the next step that I do is to place the edges in between the corners that you've placed. I don't pair them up and then place them later with the reduction method, because that seems to me to be duplication of efforts if you just place one, and it also intends to increase your occurrences of parities. So I have, doing the corners, I trained myself to look for whites and yellows, so we're going to keep looking for whites and yellows. So you take a cube, and the white side and the yellow side as dictated by the corners, are left and right as you're holding the cube. Doesn't matter whether it's this way or this way, as long as they're left and right. And so what we're going to do, rather than looking for, where are my yellow and orange pieces, and placing them, I simply hold the cube with yellow and white left and right, and I look for this in the center area, in the middle area, and that's anything that's not the 2 columns. I look for anything that's yellow or white. And I just, for example, here is a white and orange piece. The white's on top where I want it to be. The corners match the front color, and so then the next step, this first color is white. So I look to see which is the white side. This is the yellow side. This is the white side. So this piece is going to go somewhere between these two, and so it doesn't matter where the piece will place itself. I take the piece, and I'm going to use Formula B. The top row, the horizontal row is the top row. Every other move is the reverse of the one before it. And the 2 columns, there's a first column up, a second column up, then the first column goes down, the second column goes down. Now it's going in this direction. So the 2 columns I'm going to use are going to be where it's going to end up, which is this one, and where it begins, which is this one. So I start by moving it away. Up, in, up, away, down, in, down, and that is placed. And so I look for another yellow or white on top. The white's on top, which is where I want it to be. Move the corners together until the corners match the front color. It's going in the white direction. These 2 both need to be moved out, so if I put a garbage piece here, I can treat these as one. So it's going in the white direction, so over here, so away, up, in, up. Hi, Doug. Hi, G'day 5 Fighter. Up, down. Okay, so that is placed. Good morning, how are you guys doing today? Okay, here is a yellow, but my color is on the front. I don't want it to be on the front, I want it to be on the top. So I flip the cube, so it's on top. Yellow and white are still left and right. And this time I move the corners together to match the front color. And it's going the yellow direction, so over here. And I start by moving it away. First up, back, second up, away, down, back, down. Okay, so that is placed. And I don't spend time looking for where they go. I just find a piece, active colors on top, move the corners to face the front color. It's going in the yellow direction, so I go away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. That is placed. No yellow or white here. There's yellow and a white, so we'll just go left to right as we read a book. The front color is orange. Corners match the front color. It's going in the yellow direction. So away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. And then I'll do this one. Same thing, matches the corners match the front. It's going in the right direction. Slide up, slide down, up, up, down, down. Okay, so that is placed. Now looking for yellow or white, looking for, there's one. Pick up. Okay, it's white. Flip the cube so it's the colors on top. Yellow and white are left and right. Move the corners to match the front color. And the first column is where it's going to end up. The second column is where it begins. So these two columns. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Another piece is right there. It's already lined up. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Okay, yellow or white, there we go. Red is closer than the green, so I'm going to match the corners. It's going in the white direction, so away, first up, back, second up, away, first down, back, second down. Okay, match the corners to the front color. Determine which direction. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Look for another white. Treat those as one. Match the corners to the front color. Figure its direction. And away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Okay, yellow or white, there's a yellow. Rotate the cube so that it's on top. Yellow and white are left and right. It's going in the yellow direction, so away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. We're going to keep doing this. This step is solving the opposite edges, which are yellow and white. And we just find one that's in the center and toss it in its direction, and it will set itself. So away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. So how are you guys doing? How are y'all doing today? Is everybody happy? If you've just joined me, I'm Sunshine, and this is the ABCube method for solving the Rubik's Cubes. Step 2, corners was, yesterday was corners, today I'm doing opposite edges, which are yellow and white. And I just look for pieces, for edges pieces, I'm ignoring everything but the edge pieces. I look for edge pieces that are yellow or white. Here's one. This one's already matched up. It's going in the yellow direction, so away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. You bought some cubes. That's fun. What kind of cubes did you buy? Line up the corners to the front color. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Looking for yellow or white. And when you don't find yellow or white in the middle area, then you look to see whether the edges are solved. And they either are, or some of them are misplaced. If they're solved, then hooray, we're done. with that step. Now I'm also gonna do the same thing on the other cubes to demonstrate that this works on every size cube. Yellow and white are left and right. Looking for yellow and whites in the middle. There is a white. Now we want the yellow or white to be on top. So we flip the cube. Yellow and white are still left and right, either direction. Newly released magnetic gigaminks and did I solve? Gigaminks, that's the star shape that has more than one. Okay, took me 40 minutes. Go Cube, Doug Cube just got the, okay. Close to 20 minutes. All right, you guys are having fun. Okay, yellows and whites on top. Corners match the color. Determine its direction and move it away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Looking at the center areas, the middle areas, on the 3x3 matches the corners match the front color, and it's going in the yellow direction. So away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. There's a white. White's on top. Move the corners to match the front color. Put the first slab out of the Alrighty. It's going in the white side, so away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. That is, and it's placed. Just place one at a time. That's not yellow or white, that's not yellow or white, that's not yellow or white, that's white. So rotate it so that the white's on top. Bring the corners to match the front color. Determine its direction and move away. Up, up, down, down. Another yellow. Bring the corners to match the front. Lather, rinse, repeat. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Okay. Yellow or white, yellow or white, yellow or white, yellow or white. Okay, so when there's nothing in the middle, then you'll take time to look at the sides. Either they're all correct or some of them are misplaced. This one is not correct, and then just pick any one that's not correct and put a random piece into that spot, holding the yellow and white left and right. So, working with this piece. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Now it's in the center. Colors on top. Bring the corners to match the front color. It's going the yellow direction. Up, up, down, down. Okay. Alrighty, here's another yellow. Free slice. Is that what I'm doing? Tell me what free slice is. Yellow's on top. Bring the corners together. It's going the yellow direction. Another white. Bring the corners to match the color. I think I ordered a Gigaminx. Okay, so no more yellow or white in the middle areas. Yellow is complete, white is complete. Okay, and then same thing on the larger cubes. Right, sorry. Sharing the dialogue. Okay, yellow and white are left and right. Look for a yellow or white in the middle area. There is a red. There, the white's on, yellow's on top. Bring the corners to match the front. and then we figure out which direction it's going. It's going in this direction. And we can take shortcuts for larger cubes because you guys are you know what you're doing. So I'm going to check out the other three corners, other three edges for these ones that are not the one I'm placing, to see whether any of them just automatically line up. 1, 2, 3. They did not. Okay. 1, 2. That one did. 3, 3. That one did not. Okay. So I've got 2 that I can move over, and it's going in this direction. So I'm not displacing anything. I don't care about that. So I'm going to treat these 3 pieces as one piece. So away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Okay, looking for anything yellow or white. Anything yellow or white. Here's a yellow and orange. Yellow's on top. I line up the orange corners to match the front. It's going in this direction. There's nothing here I need to worry about displacing. So let's see if there's anything else that I can, any shortcuts I can take. 1, 2, 3. Okay, not really. So go back to nothing. 1, 2, 3. Nothing really helpful. So all of these can stand to be displaced. So I'm going to place all of these cubes into this side to get the others out to the middle where I can work with it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Alrighty. Looking for more yellow or white. Here's some. Rotate it. Yellow and white are still left and right. Let's pick one of them. Where did my marker piece go? All right. Get another one. This is the stuff you use to put posters on the wall. Don't know what it's called. I use it to mark my piece so you guys can follow what my eyes are doing. All right. This blue's already lined up, so we'll start here. Front corners. It's going in this direction. There's a couple that are already placed, so I'm really only looking at the 3. Wait. Oh, it's yellow. Ha! I was looking at white. It looked white. Okay, so it's going in this direction. All of these need to be moved out, so let's line up. Let's see whether or not there's any more blues or yellows. So 1, 2, there's 1, 3. Okay, so all right. So 2 of them need to be placed. The rest of them are random cubes. All 3 of them need to be moved out. So we're treating these all as one piece. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Okay, here's a orange. Rotate the corners to match the front. It's yellow, so it's going in the yellow direction. Oh, there's my marker. Okay, one piece needs to be protected. Let's see if there's any other yellow or oranges before I move. 1, looking at all the others, there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so these 2 need to be placed onto the yellow side. So away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Oh, yep, I found it. Okay, so here's a white. Yellow and white are left and right, doesn't matter which way. Bring the corners to match the front color. It's going in the white direction, which is over here. Let's see if there's any. There's several that want to be displaced, so let's see if there's any more white or red ready to place. 1, 2, there's 1, 3. Okay. All right. So these 2 are ready to place. All of them can stand to be moved out except for that one. So away, up, in, up. This one can also be displaced. This one can also be displaced. Reverse down, reverse down. Okay, so that one's placed. Here's no yellow. Rotate the top. Rotate the corners to match the front color. Okay, it's going in the yellow direction over here, so we've got anything in the, let's see if anything else matches. If I can match up my blues before I do that. 1, 2, 3, nope. Okay, all right, put garbage pieces there. So this piece goes over here, away up, in, up, away down, in, down. All right, more yellows and whites. Here's a white. Rotate the corners to match the front. It's going in the white direction. All of these need to be displaced. So let's see if there's any more green or whites. 1, 2, 3. Nope, that one's not. And 1, 2, 3. Nothing advantageous on this side. So I'm going to displace all of these with these out. 1, up, down, down. And that means that these, I'm going to work with these. Bring the edges to the corners to match the front color. It's going in the white direction. Let's see if this one, see if I have this one out here in the center yet. 1, 2, 3, I do. Oh, I do. Okay, so placing all of these over here. Up, up, down, down. Yellow and white are left and right. Here's 2 together. Bring the corners to match the front. Going to the yellow side, which is this side. All of these can stand to be displaced. So let's see if there's any more green or yellows lined up before I start. 1, 2, yep, there's 1, 3. Okay, get rid of that one. Put a garbage piece back there. Okay, so these are going in this direction. All of them can be moved out. So up, up, down, down. The last execution didn't look right. I think for the up you did a single piece or slice, but for the down, yeah, you know what, you're right. And I do that in fact when I'm working on the opposite edges, it really doesn't matter. The down slice doesn't really matter. I do it just to keep the consistency of the 8 moves, to keep my muscle memory correct. And yes, I did do that. Sometimes I will. It's like when I'm doing the right sides, when I'm placing the left edges over here. Whatever I do over here doesn't really matter. I'm only looking at placing the left. When I'm placing the fourth move, the down again is just for consistency purposes. I did mess it up, and it's okay that I did. Lost my piece again. I just do it to keep my muscle memory correct, because once you've got this in place, these are still in flux until I get the edges done. Once I try to be consistent with it, because I do the same thing when I'm doing the side edges, and I just want to make sure that I don't want to confuse myself. So yes, thank you for catching that. You are absolutely correct. I did do that wrong. Or that did do that inconsistently. Okay, so blue to the corners match the front. It's going in the white direction. And either of these 3, these 2 will match. Let's see if this other one's I'm magically in the middle, and it's not. So, all right. All 3 of these need to be moved out, though, so I'm going to be placing all 3 of these. So away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Sometimes you will just see me just not do the down because it doesn't matter when I'm doing the opposite edges, but I try to do it just to stay consistent. So thank you for catching me on that. And bring the corners to match the front color. It's going to the yellow side. 2 of them are possibly there. Let's see if the other one's there. 1, 2, 3, there it is. So I'll place these two. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Speaking of the, yes, 3xQs. Speaking of the 3x3x9 and change my mind, I will be ordering one, but I wish someone would sold replacement stickers for it because I use non-standard color scheme. Okay, so like when do you like buy stickerless and put the stickers on yourself so that you can have the color scheme that you want? The 3x3x9s that I've seen have yellow and white as the banded ones. Okay. Do you know how to do the 3x3x9, or do you want to solve it with me here on my stream? I have a Twitch. I have a Zoom as well. Is symmetric enough? Okay. When you get it, I would love to stream with you. You can use my Zoom if you want to, if it's fun for you. All right. So another yellow. Bring the corners to match the front, and it's going in the yellow direction. So there's a few that I can do. Let's see if there's any other red yellows to match to place. 1, 2, 3. Nothing helpful. Put some random pieces, non-white and yellow pieces in here if I can. Nope, can't. Okay, so it's going this direction. None of them need to be misplaced. So, all right, away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Yes, the same principle that says I don't have to do the down state is I also use when I randomize these to try to optimize my placement. I can do that because I'm only placing the outside. The inside doesn't matter what I do. I could not do that if I was working if I was working on the side edges, because that would mess up. So it's a shortcut I take. Thanks for calling me out. Okay, let's see if there's any more greens and whites I can place at the same time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, there's 1, 3. Okay, so going over here, away, up, in, place that one and place that one, down and down. Okay. Bring your corners to match the front, determine its position. Is anything in this row also needs it? There it is. Yes. Yes, it probably would. Doug says, but a very natural optimization would be to solve the white and yellow centers and then solve the corners and then do the white and yellow edges. It would speed it up a ton. Yes, you are. I believe that you are correct in that. And when I am just solving just for myself, I do things somewhat differently. But when I teach, but my method is specifically because that way I'm treating every cube the same way. I start with the corners simply because all of the cubes have corners. So yes, that is probably faster, and once you've mastered once you know my method, please do whatever shortcuts make you happy. But it's geared towards being the easiest to learn, and so I treat all of the cubes the same. So that's why I do the corners first, because I can do that for all of them. Corners match the front. It's going in the white direction. There's a possible other piece that might be in the center. Can I place? There it is. Okay, so I'm going to place these two cubes. That's true. That's true. No parity algorithm. yeah, okay. Away up, in, up, away down, in, down. Okay. Another yellow. Already matches the corner. It's going in this direction. Do I look and see whether there's another one there? 1, 2, 3. There's not. So just the one piece. Away up, in, up, away down, in, down. Flip the colors to the top. Okay, this one already matches the corners, so we'll start with the red there. It's going in the right direction. This one might be in the middle. There it is. Okay. So I'm going to place both of these two. Up, up, down, down. So yes, I agree with you. If you're doing... Also, when I'm doing large cubes, rather than using Formula B to place the centers, I will typically just do Formula A to place the white side, and then, you know, and then because when I'm placing the white side, it doesn't matter. You can use Formula A for any one side. Of course, if you've already done the white and yellow before you start, then you can't use Formula A later. Okay, so yellow is on top, bring the corners to match the front. It's going the yellow direction. Possibly, let's see whether there's, does this one match before I line it, before I take my time? No. Okay, so up, up, down, down. Okay, no, there's a yellow. Flip the cube so yellow and white, yellow colors on top, yellow and white are left and right. Going in this direction, there's only one there, everything else is placed, so up, up, down, down. Right, there's a white. So make the corners match the front. It's going in the white direction. Only one there. Away up, in, up, away down, in, down. Yellow or white, yellow or white. Here's a yellow. Okay, away up, in, up, away down, in, down. Okay. Yellow or white. No, there's no more yellow or white edges in the middle areas. So, yellow edges are correct, white edges are correct, and that is the side edges. That's Monday is corners, Tuesday is side edges. On Wednesday, I do the opposite edges, which also introduces parodies if there is one. I actually pre-loaded some last steps over here. People say, "How do I get this last step done?" Okay, so these are some parodies. This is not a parody. These are some parodies. These are the different parodies. What different parodies can look like different things. These two pieces, the orange and yellow is where the orange and blue goes. That is one way a parody can show up. Another way my parodies all show up on the same row because of how I place my side edges. So all of my parodies look like this, but parody can also look like this, and it can also look like this. If you've done the edges first and you're doing the corners last, then that's what a parody can look like. And so I will each of these cubes has two parodies, which means that 1/4 turn will undo these ones and 1/4 turn will undo these ones. So together you don't have to, these two parities can exist on the same cube without. Yes, in my method I solve the edges before starting the center, so the parity is easy to fix with just a quarter turn. Yes, but some people do layer by layer, so these are parities that you can come up with if you do things, if you do things not my method. This is things, if you haven't learned my way, this is what parities might look like. You can't get this parity using my method, but all parities are resolved by a quarter turn, regardless of how you got there. So this is the other question that I get is, how do I do the last step? So I've lined these up. I'm going to try to just do single. I think I'm going to do little TikToks with just one step each. So if you have two parities, you don't have a parity, you can solve it, because one quarter turn fixes one, the quarter turn back fixes the other one, and so everything is fine. There. That is my Tuesday program. Anyone want to? And even cubes have a type of false parity that the odd cubes don't have. Yes. A parity is whenever it looks like there's two pieces that need to be where the other is. And it's always false, because the third piece is just the piece that you can't see, so move that piece, and the other two resolve themselves. For example, this one, when it looks like a corner parity, I go back to, I do the corners first, but assuming that someone did this doing layer by layer and did the corners last, the way I do the corners is I bring the yellow to the top first, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Out, down, using formula A to bring a yellow to the top. I'm ignoring the parity on the bottom, pretending that just has one parity. I just used it. Okay, so bring the yellow to the top, check the side corners. This is the one, the blue side matches, so that goes to the back. And I do formula B. Up, up, down, down. Formula A to bring the color back to the top. Yes. Okay, then set the corners, and you can see that this created the 1/4 turn, because the centers were lined up, the edges were lined up, and then when I set the corners, it did a 1/4 turn, and that was the 1/4 turn that you needed to do to fix the parity. For the 4x4 case there, I would do the direct parity algorithm there, but it's quite lengthy. Yeah. Okay, so the way to fix these, I'm going to fix is same thing. If you have the yellow and white corners left and right, I'm fixing the yellow. There's no yellow or white in the center, so I like to see whether they're placed or misplaced, so I move something into there to get them out. The parity came about by treating these as one piece, so I'm not going to treat them as one piece. I'm going to do one piece at a time. And then this yellow, bring the corners to match the front, move the corner edge into the piece. And I'm go ahead and placing this, I'm doing my opposite edges right now. Okay. No more yellows in the center. Look to see if they're placed. They're not, so I just place one. There, goes in place. up, up, again using formula B, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, and there we go. So that's how you can solve the corner parity just using A and B. There are shorter methods, quicker methods by using the parity algorithms, which I don't teach. This is the second algorithm that you can get. Again, this type of algorithm you get by placing the edges first, and then trying to do a reductions method. You get down to where one of them is the same. So these I have to separate them. 1/4 turn off, and then I replace. Orange is my top now, so I do my side edge placement. Line up the front corners, determine its direction, away. Up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. Set the top, and because this was done with the reductions method and centers first, then we have to, once we've worked our way in, we have to reset the edges, the centers. If I lined them up and tried to do the edges again, I would get a parity again. So that has to be, once the corners, you can't have a parity with just edges, just centers, so you have to do the edges first. And then you just set the centers again. Up, up, down, down, okay, so those are what two parities might have looked like and how to resolve them. This is the other parity. Okay. A parity really only exists if there's two pieces out of place. This has 4 pieces out of place, so these can be placed. I can fix this just using my solving method. I don't have to treat these as parities because they don't have to be parities. So let's go back to solving the yellow and white are left and right. This piece is incorrect, so I'm going to put a garbage piece in there. I'm going to solve these two parities without having to do a 1/4 turn, because if there's 2 of them, they undo each other. So up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. Okay. So there's no yellow or whites in the middle, so I look to see if they're placed. They're not, so this is incorrect. So I'm going to up, up, down, down. Bring the corners to the front. Up, up, down, down. bring the corners to match the front. Yellow and white are still left and right. Up, up, down, down. And that gives me 3 pieces that are off. Up, up, down, down. I'm doing the side edges now. Up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. So that's how you do parodies. Parody is always 3 pieces. If it looks like there's 2, you can't see the 3rd one, move something you can't see, and it solves itself. Okay. Thank you, Doug, and good to have Five Fighter for talking to me today. That's been fun. I will be back here tomorrow, same time, same bat station, and hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Bye.